So this is the Chandler Drive Bridge, and one of the functions that you'll see here that those of you that have visited the Kingston Plaza, you can see that there is a flood wall here to protect the plaza from flooding. This is the Dutch Village Apartments that has an earthen berm protecting it, and then of course the Holiday Inn, and we're located right here. The Holiday Inn also has had a chair because it is not protected by a flood wall of flooding, and they have had water in some of their first floor rooms.
That lower bridge is the Washington Avenue Bridge. You can see the traffic circle in the center.
Now you can see the former Ulster and Delaware rail line, and we'll actually get to see that again in a little while, where the Ulster and Delaware rail actually crosses the Esopus Creek. You can see it a little bit as we head up this direction.
You paddle this section?
Yes. It's a really beautiful paddle, especially once you get up and around here. You can't even barely hear the cars. But you can see that the one nice thing about working in Kingston and living in Kingston is that you are able to have some relatively natural areas, but yet you are surrounded by infrastructure, and you're surrounded by people. But yet you're still able to find some solitude, and the animals also can do the same things. And so some of the things that we found along our journey include beavers and muskrats and all of the normal birds that you would see in any wildlife refuge you can find right here on the very creek, whether it be in Saugerties or Marbletown or right here in Kingston. Now, as we leave Kingston, we'll enter a very agricultural section of the creek, and we'll be able to point out some things that we've noticed.
Up on your left, you're going to start to see the Point of Praise Church and the Trailways bus station.
And this little bridge right here is the Ulster and Delaware Rail Bridge that crosses, and this goes out to 209 just before you reach the New York State Troopers Barracks.
You can also see Hurley Avenue and the O&W Rail Trail right beneath it, in between the stream and Hurley Avenue.
For those looking for activity after this, you can actually hike the O&W Rail Trail from the Holiday Inn out until the Hurley Rail Trail. I wouldn't recommend it at night, but it's beautiful during the day. Now this complex here is Central Hudson Substation. And you can barely see the Troopers Barracks on your right.
Seeing that it's narrow, is it deeper here than it is towards Saugerties?
It depends on the section of the creek you're in. When we paddled these sections, the deepest we found was about 7 to 8 feet in some of the pools, and then every so often you would have basically a set of rapids or riffles that you would then encounter. But in Saugerties, that section by Esopus Bend is quite deep as well. But we'll have to ask Jim later. I don't know if he's found any spots in the creek that are more than 10 feet deep, 15, 20 feet deep. Most of the Esopus Creek is very shallow,